I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, oh gosh, y'all, my bad. And my extended beautiful family, thank you so much for the love and support that y'all are constantly giving me as you support the videos that I push out. So it's truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification there at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Um, and if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, uplifting, and give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath. They're going through trying times at the moment and just needing spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards light path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share in your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Y'all, I hate this damn outline. Keep on running on me. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of my video. Um, the music I'm listening to in the background is called Manifest Miracles into Your Life. Um, 888 Hertz, Angel Abundance Meditation, the New Earth Sleep Music. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas. Never hold back your spiritual badashtery. You came here to unleash that ish. I seen this post. I had to go get me some more thumbnails. I try to change them up. Find something that's really flashy towards me. To me. That fits the video that I'm posting up. And thank you, Pinterest, because they had some bomb post that was really deep that I can really truly dig at it. So it's like I found so many different contents. When I asked the universe, well, actually it's universe because you get everything from them first. That's gonna be my new word. I'm trademark that one. I asked for new content for me to be able to speak on and shed light on, because there's a lot of things we're going through intense transition. You're cutting cords, you're backing away from what no longer serving you. You're allowing yourself to make peace with whatever has ran its course, or you're allowing yourself to focus and head towards what you're destined for. You're allowing yourself to walk away from not worrying about what others think, how other people perceive you, validate you, all those different things. A lot of times we hold back on certain things, especially when it comes to our spiritual gifts, because sometimes, when you're speaking, towards people that ain't quite awake, they are straight lost in what you're talking about. Because I used to remember my sister was doing that, God rest her soul. And my sister was a straight, strong empath. She was trying to tell me stuff, and I'm looking at her like, I'm so lost and confused. What are you doing? And she was like, well, just listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'm listening, but I'm not understanding. She said, girl, you better go awake. You better wake, because you sleeping too daggone long. And I'm like, but I'm awake. I'm talking to you, and she's like, oh my God. Let me constantly hear my sister's like, yes, that damn girl, I'm finally awoke, and now she's seeing what I'm talking about. I'm like, man, all right, you know, it's appreciated. It's appreciated because she did try to tell me. But you're allowing yourself to be guided by your power, your intuition, your vibes that are constantly rising. You're becoming stronger. You're allowing yourself to know yourself on such a deeper level. You have to allow yourself to project that. Many people need that. And it's just like it has to be that domino effect that is truly being needed in others' lives. Because there's so many times I have like been on social media and see people that I grew up with, went to high school or middle school with, and I try to help them out because I can see what's going on with them. But it's all about, you have to be, you when you plant that seed, you can't make nobody take a message that they're not ready to receive yet. But I always tell them, but Don't think that power of that seed that you just planted ain't gonna come up when they need it to. It's all about what you're allowing yourself to see. Being in that solitude to be able to know yourself on all levels. Appreciate what change is taking place in your life that can guide you towards the information that is needed for you to connect with you on your purpose, knowing your mission, understanding your mission, knowing what it takes to be on this. A lot of times we don't give ourselves that credit of our power and our strength that we have. A lot of times we don't feel like we have what it takes because you've been going through stuff so long, but that is what you had to endure for you to be able to catapult towards things that you want. You have to allow yourself to decide, am I going to stay in a certain situation because change and stepping out of comfort zone is too hard. Yeah, I used to be like that until God was like, he just straight, alley-oop me. You're like, no, he's like, you know, get out here and learn what I'm telling you to learn. He's shaking his head at me. But, I appreciate all those different times. I probably gave God the side eye. I'm like, look, I'm tired of going through this. And he's like, well, I'm tired of keep on repeating that same chapter. I'm trying to get you to learn. If you're not learning, how are you going to know unless you keep on repeating the same situation over and over? The only thing that's changing is the people in the game. You got to allow yourself to be hip to it and keep it moving. And a lot of times we don't give ourselves that situation because we feel stagnant, but it's all, you're stagnant because that's the vibrations that you're getting off, that you're stagnant. You're trying to find your way out, but you're not allowing yourself to learn what it takes for you to get out. And a lot of times when you're going through those different things, you will go after challenges and challenges and challenges. But it's up to you. Are you going to allow these difficulties to stop what you are meant for? Or you're going to allow yourself to acknowledge that and being able to appreciate those hard times that strengthen you to get towards the good times. A lot of times we get mad because we don't get our blessings. And it's just like, you know, they want to give us our blessings, but they need to make sure that we're aligned and balanced out for you to be able to receive those, because they want you to make sure that every struggle you have went through, you're going to make sure you maintain what they're going to give you, but add weight to that blessing that they're about to give you. And it's just like, there's time I get aggravated as I don't know what I'm a daggone Taurus mixed with daggone Gemini, Scorpio, and daggone Leo. That's not a good thing. I'm just all of those. It's like C4 that's ready to get up and start popping. So I like my stuff like 2 days ago, but I didn't get it like that. But I can understand why I have not yet received. There's still lessons that I have to come to terms with. There's things that I still need to see within myself that I can't see because of the things that I was focused on. But now, since all those different things are changing, I appreciate those things that I have learned throughout those difficult times, and those are the things that make you stronger. Those are the things that make you have those bold decisions on taking that leap on faith and not worrying about what the next person is doing, or you feel like you're all up in your feelings because you see somebody else about to open doors to their blessings and you yet receive them. You don't know what kind of situations they had to go through to get those lessons. They probably had the same redundant times you done had, but they had to learn. They had to learn, sit up here, your spirit guides and sent you daggone 2 spirit totems, like 5 or 10 daggone number synchronicities, and they don't have all these other things drop on you, and just like, is this a sign yet? Or am I waiting for the sign? I know they'd be like, what? Go work on yourself. Get it together. You're going through that, like, get it together. Get it together. So you have to allow yourself to show your badashtery. That's what you were here for. Heyokas goes through those things. We go through the worst type of predicaments, and people get mad. Why everybody be talking about Heyokas are the strongest empaths that is known to man? Because we go through the craziest stuff and still be here to tell you about it. We don't just go, it's just like one person can just easily go over the bridge and make it there. But now we got to go all on the backwoods and go explore and try to understand why the sun set and it rises in different parts, and getting the information from from third house down, all those different things, because we do everything the hard way as well as backward. And, we're all backwards ass. But, those are where your challenges strengthen you. And those are the things that you had to experience in life because, like I said, and I have to remind myself the same thing too when you're going for something. You know there is going to be people that's waiting in the shadows that is going to work overtime to make sure you don't get to what you're trying to get to. And you have to be having that energy like they have that they're trying to keep you away from it. You have to have that extra energy to make sure that whatever they're doing ain't going to contradict to what you're trying to do. You got to want it better than they don't want you to have it. You have to be able to do that because, like I said, and I will repeat myself, a lot of times you catch hell because people see the things in you that you're not allowing yourself to recognize. You need to be able to see what's real. Real respects real. Sorry. Real respects real when they see fake walk in the room. Let me say that again. Real recognize real when fake walk back in the room. That was your key. That fakeness right there, that fake all everything. That was your spiritual teacher right there. Those situations where people, bamboozled you, laid you astray. You were like, Dad, I had a good heart. How did they get over on me? Not everybody has that same mindset as you. You can come at everybody open arms and straight honesty. These folks are on a mission to flip your world upside down. And you're going to appreciate that flip, that cartwheel, and that jumping jack. You're going to fit all those things because those are the things that's going to make you fierce. And you have allowed yourself to back up because you wonder what people might say about you if you project your truth. You were worried about how to validate yourself towards amongst people that may not understand your truth. Don't ever question yourself. Not about that when God has gave you that blessing for you to project towards others, because others gonna need that survival guide on how to get over and overcome the things that we keep stumbling over. You give them that heads up like, hey, you need to allow yourself to pay attention to this, pay attention to that. Your intuition's giving off these vibes, and then you're like, well, no, I seen their light, and daggone spirit God just slapped your hand. It's like, God dog it, didn't I tell you? You're like, but their light is so bright. No, don't do it. You have to allow yourself to keep it moving, allow yourself to grow, educate from the failures, the setbacks, the bad decisions you have made, the bad circles that you allowed yourself to get into. There's been times in my life, like even when it came to dating, I used to get mad and say, oh, hell no, I wish I never messed with this person. What was I thinking? This and this and this and that. These people are wasting my time. No, nothing is ever a waste. Whether it's somebody that you are friends with, you are a life partner with, a husband or a wife. That's what you wanted at the time. That's what you decided. But these are the people that you particularly pick to say, oh, this is the one who'll run up your damn credit, sit up here and have somebody slash all your tires and put sugar in your daggone gas tank. I want that one right there. You have to be able to look out for the side effects. Everything got a side effects, even people. So you have to allow yourself to really see the things that's being said, because it's like that hard time teaches you a value of lessons that you can take all the way to the bank. And you will cash the hell out that mess, and then you'll be able to appreciate that check of all that trauma that you got. You had to realize the strength in between your trials and tribulations. These are the things that strengthen you, because you have known what that defeat tastes like, smell like, wear like. You're not going to want to deal with that no more. So it's just when you see that stuff coming, that's why I tell people, especially friends I grew up with, and they're talking about, I'm finally out of that, domestic, relationship, or I'm out of that domestic marriage, and then it's just like, that was a waste of time. And I had to tell my friends that, hey, that wasn't a waste of time for you, because see all those different, side effects and characteristics of a FB, and that's a up boy. I'm not saying the F word. They show that prime definition, and you need to know about that. You need to be able to smell it before you even come around the corner. So that wasn't a waste of your time, and plus you got to be very grateful, because there's a lot of women and men that don't get out of situations like that. They be finding them laying in a ditch, missing and stinking. So you're blessed because you got out of that. Or I had a friend, as well as within myself, things kept popping off. But the only big difference between me and that person, I didn't sit up here and just lay everything out on social media, because a lot of times, like, girl, did you hear about such and such and such and such, and her third baby daddy twice removed, they went over there and kicked it with her auntie? Yeah, girl. Something like that. and wondering why things aren't working right. I said, because you're allowing, and I used to do the same thing, you're allowing that person's actions to contradict your Trump. You were trying to triumph all these different things, but you had to learn these lessons through what a person is trying to control you as. That's just like that daggone new movie, Invisible Man. That mess almost gave me a daggone panic attack. I said, now see, y'all about to make me go start smoking a cigarette again. This movie almost made me smoke. And I mean, and I can feel that. And it's the most scariest thing that you can deal with, a narcissistic sociopath. And now this fool want to be able to be invisible. So you got to deal with all that? No, hell no. You have to keep it moving. You have to allow yourself. Don't be holding back on your truth. You let that mess shine like a diamond, okay? You keep it moving. Allow people to see that dun, da, 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 that S on your chest. Like, shh. Y'all been through a lot. You have been through a lot. And people appreciate your experiences of tragedy. People appreciate the times that you have suffered. You've been in there where it feels like a nightmare you can't wake up from. I've been there. I've done that. I got the decal and 2 daggone shirts and a birth certificate to tell you. I went through all these different things in my life, and I can truly appreciate everything is went down, because it's like when I needed people, I was always there for folks. Always there for folks. When they needed somebody to talk to, when they needed that advice, I was there. you know I've been through a lot of things. Certain things I was embarrassed because I was going through it for too long, because I didn't allow myself to love myself the way I was supposed to, because I didn't have that man in my life to show me how is a real man supposed to be able to treat somebody. It was just like my mom's ex-husband. He was like, well, you be finding these men. I'm like, well, hell, if you stayed your ass here and showed me what a real man was. I said, oh, let me stop, because you ain't that one to show me that. You can't show me something you can't be. So I didn't have that in my life. But it's just like now with me going through all these different things and being strongly connected with my dad, for years that was separated. When you have something good in your life, devil makes sure highway and byway, they're separated. Okay. So it took a blessing of a tragedy for me to get spiritually connected with him all over again. My dad has my standards so daggone high, it's probably going to have to do a triple credit check before I can even date anybody else again, but that's what I want. I want to have high standards. Before, I was just like, well, I'm low maintenance. You don't never tell somebody you low maintenance, because that feels like they ain't got to go above and beyond to make sure that they got your attention. He said, all I got to do is just, tickle her in the ear and give her a lot of cash and, flash a car at you. That they on that materialistic type stuff. I want me a man that, can enrich my soul as well as my mind. I ain't talking about, giving me a little tickle or an itch I need to scratch. If that's all you got to offer, that ain't much you offering, but there, at that young mentality, I was like that in my 20s. Now I'm like, you got to be moving mountains for me. But like I said before, from my karmic cycle, my toxic relationship I was in on and off for 21 years, I'm so blessed on all levels of that, because that situation has made me love myself beyond all measures. It's like, if you can't respect me and you want me to sacrifice my happiness just to make you feel superior, baby, I can't do it. I've been there in that situation, and sometimes people can be in harsh situations like that, and they have that mentality, all men are the same and all women are the same. I said, I guess so, if you don't change the filter on what you're looking for. You got to be able to change it up. Don't be still up here going around with a dude with his pants sagging and got all these daggone gold teeth and sitting up here taking pictures with water money, and you expect you gonna have somebody that's gonna do right by that. No, ma'am. No, man. I want somebody that has that mental, emotional, spiritual drive to enrich me, to help me come up, support me when I have doubts in my mind. Be that person that can comfort me and not use my weaknesses against me, or everybody in their daggone mama that's gonna sit up here and bat their eyes at that man and gonna know my daggone business. I don't need nobody like that. I experienced that for far too long. I want something different. I'm filtering out my filter. You have to be able to do that. You got to filter out your destiny. You have to be able to change the game up a little bit. You can't keep doing the same things you were doing before you were, spiritually awakened. It is not possible. You no longer exist as that person anymore. You on some new ish. Like I told y'all in my other video, some folks will come at you with that drama because they feel like you the old person, and they just don't know you done changed about 5 or 6 times since then. Because people approach me with that same thing. I say, you think this was gonna make me come out of pocket on you or make me peel your scalp back? No, baby. You play with yourself, you get a better reaction. You can't do that with me. There takes a lot out of that. I've grown. I have allowed myself to elevate in so many different levels. I appreciate my downfalls. I appreciate the trauma I've experienced because, like I said, I love myself to the core. When you love yourself to the core, you're going to eventually find somebody who's going to love you just the same. And a lot of times I feel for my friends, my soul brothers and sisters that really want to be in a relationship. They're tired of being by themselves. They're tired of seeing everybody around you, but you don't realize that's the things that's echoing to you that is going to soon be you as well. But you have to take that time out for yourself. Let go of the baggage that you've been holding on to for so long that had you looking at men a certain way, women in a certain way. If certain situations pop up, it makes you go back to that daggone toxic relationship you had that lets you know things are not healing. If you're going out on dates and they're always failing behind you, that means that you still haven't healed. You're still holding on to things that hurt you before. You're going to cut somebody that ain't the one who sit up here and stabbed you with the knife, and you don't, that's not fair to that person. You can't sit up here and compare that person to the one you were with, because I hope the hell you ain't getting with the same person that you had to haul ass from. You can't do all that. So it's just like I tell them, you have to take that time out for yourself, especially if you were in a toxic relationship, been in something where it mentally broke you down, spiritually, sexually, verbally, emotionally, all those different things I have had. And it made me, not, I didn't allow myself to let anybody get close to me. Somebody say, hey, I want to get to know you. I'll start spazzing out real quick, like, oh, heck, no, you ain't. I don't want to know you, and it's not even about that. I don't put walls up no more. But I feel like if that frequency ain't connected with me in the way it is, and I feel like there's something about you that I can't touch, there is something about you I don't want to touch, because it's like before I used to get those tingly feelings, and then I went against those tingly feelings, and I ended up paying for it in the worst type of way. I've been in domestic violent relationships. The one I just had was a domestic one. Allowing nobody to ever trigger me. I get tired of stuff, but a lot of times you have to allow that person to have them tantrums by themselves. If they want to trigger you, allow them to just put that big ass mirror in front of them. Okay, there you go. And I'm gonna go back in here and do this. You let me know when you're done so I can come back and get the mirror. I'm trying to try on some new clothes. One of those type of things. You learn from the things that you have endured. But you have to allow yourself to see what has taken place in your life. Allow yourself to go through that grieving period, because that took a lot for you to actually separate yourself. Because like I said before, I've lost 2 friends recently because they were in toxic relationships. They felt like everything that people were telling them, that person was like the best thing to slice pie. Knowing that all red flags were there, I was there at that moment. I was seeing things and I gave excuses because I felt like if my love is that strong, I can love myself and yourself for the both of us. No, it's not about that. When people start asking you to sacrifice your self-respect, people start sacrificing your happiness, or they're with you and they're clowning the next person they just left. You have to peep game on stuff like that, because there's some people that are still in their low self-esteem, and they can deal with either a female or a male, and they're talking down to either their daughter's father or their daughter's their children. I said daughter's father or son's father or daughter's father, vice versa. And, it can be really bad, but when you're allowing yourself to spiritually, emotionally, mentally heal, you're not going to allow yourself to talk down about that person. But if that person is getting a good ha ha he he out of that, don't think when you start figuring out that stuff that they're doing in front of you, or they're still doing it, just they moved it on to the next person. Some people get off on stuff like that because they're just disrespecting that person because you want to be with that person, but you ain't peeping game, because what that person does to that person, They can do it to you too. And they are doing it to you. They're doing it with the next person. I say all you are is just another notch in the belt. And that's why I say I appreciate things that I've seen. I say I'm good. I'm probably all out in the street about the worst person, this and this and that. I don't care. But I say when you start real recognize real when fake walk in the room, narcissistic people will make themselves be victim all day. They'll tell you what they wanted to tell you. But when, I seen a post the other day that sent chills up my spine. I said a person don't want to do right with you, but they don't want to let you go. It got quiet. It got quiet because I felt that to the core. I felt that to the core. And it's just like that situation, this situation I've been in, I've endured so much at one time. I have to still keep thanking God because I'm surprised I didn't lose my mind and had to go get a GPS to track that thing down. I've lost all of it, but I gained back what my truth is. I went through all tragedies at one time. Find out the truth about my family, find out the truth that they done sit up here and use me for financial gain, and and still trying to make sure I don't get any closure. Find out the identity of my father, find out the identity of my father they always knew, and then it kept me from my mom to make sure things don't come out. All these different things, and then I'm dealing with the grief of my toxic relationship all at one time, and I'm still here. And it's just like that showed me my strength. There's a lot of times I've sat here and was in my feelings and cried until I couldn't cry no more, until my eyes swelled shut, trying to understand why can the world be so cruel, why people that you truly loved and look up to will break you in pieces. That's true. Money is the root to all evil. And when you start seeing somebody network, then you already see there's one person that's keeping you away from something that ain't even intended for you. You're going to try to break that person down in every kind of way to get something that wasn't even for you in the first place because you feel like that person don't need it. That's what I had to go through. And it made me uh, express my gratitude to the powers that be, because that was the situation I had to project towards other people and allow myself to heal from those things that has taken place in my life that I can truly appreciate. The only bad thing about my situation is not connecting with my family, just being able to get that closure and not able to see my dad. Those are the things that really hurt me. But those are also the same things that really strengthened me in the ways that I truly needed it. Through all that allowed me to make sure not everybody is for you. Just because people he and ha ha what you don't mean that they won't stab you in your back soon as you ain't looking. Not everybody appreciates your presence until it's something that they can benefit off of that. And when you go through tough times, it shows you the true intent of the people that you call your family and your friends. That is your wake up moment. When they say spiritual awakening, you waking up all type of spirit up in that situation because this showing you truth that you didn't even like. Wait a minute, hold on, slow down. We got a translator for this. You ain't gonna even understand what's going on. And it's the things that after everything, the dust clears off of everything that you have experienced in that frame of mind. It'll bring up emotions that even though it hurt you to the core to experience those things, those are the main situations is going to help you heal and love yourself and accept what that truth had to show you in its rawest form. It's just like when I tell people you going through the dark night of the soul, God dog, I'm praying for you because I already know those are the most ugliest things you have to go through, the dark night of the soul. Every daggone thing, anything that has ever hurt you, broke you, just stripped you away from your existence. You're about to surface. That is about to surface, and you're gonna have to, come to terms with everything that it really took you there. But after all is said and done, either it's gonna make you or break you. It's up to you. I know a few people that have been lost along the way because they have experienced that, and I still pray for them. And there's a lot of times these things have to place you in solitude for you to really understand the core of you. So you here for that mission. You got that purpose. Don't hide your badashtery because some people can't, they can't adjust to the light of your shine. Tell them put some daggone spectacles on. Tell them to put them shades on. They already throwing shade on you already. Tell them to put them regular shades on too, and let me go about my business because you're here for a purpose. Like I said, you here to unleash all that. So you can educate people to have a domino effect. It's quick for negative to fall back in line. Allow that good loving spirit, upliftment, telling people to love themselves in all cores of being you. All you. You need to love every aspect of you, the good you, the bad you, the dark you, the white, the light you. You know, all those different things. You have to love you, the truth of you. Don't let anybody else tell you different. If anybody else got a problem with it, that's more about what they need to be reflecting on. Tell them to go down the same daggone path you went to. Don't hit two rights, take that left with a 200, and you went past home. That's where you need to tell them to go. Tell them to play Monopoly. They might find some stuff. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of that video. I just got stupid on it. But hey, I like to be able to have fun like that. You can be serious, but you can allow yourself to be entertained as well. But I'm speaking truth though. So I hope you were able to enjoy my channel. I love making these videos, you know, being able to have a positive outlet on how I see life, how spirit wants me to project towards others' lives, have you see things at different angles so you can understand why certain things are taking place in your life and where it's going to take you. You know, I'm still finding out myself. Like I said, I got to have me a GPS, have probably need that daggone leash. You know, the ones that you put on your kids were right here that can't go like 25 feet. I got to go ahead and use that. But, you know, I'm going to be okay. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead and give me a post notification. Shout out to Mimi B, Sheila Craig. Let me see. Sharon Jack. Much love to you as well. Um, Miss Linda Bell and Miss Jackie Love. Much love to you as well too. You know, if you're new to the channel, so nice to have you. Drop a line. I would love to get to hear from you. If you need to speak to me privately one-on-one, I know there's things that, you know, we all go through that we're not wanting to share with others at this point in time, which I truly understand. You can find me on the Book of Faces up under my name. You know, send me a short text. I don't know if you have to, you know, send me a friend request, but even if you do, I'm not accepting friend requests. I'm just connecting with people on Messenger. You can just send me a short text, let me know, hey, I'm a part of the Heyoka family, or I'm a part of, you know, YouTube, you know, and I need, you know, assistance with this. You know, anything we talk about is confidential. I'll help you out the best way I can. If I don't have the answers for you, I will send you in the directions that you need to have to go to that. You know, like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share, tell somebody about the channel. You know, stay blessed, stay safe, make sure you wash your hands, you know, wipe off everything you got to touch, you know, be careful. And, you know, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more videos because that one got me hyped. So I'm happy about that. So, you know you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a very long way. And know I hope whatever you're trying to manifest in your life comes 1,000 times more than what you expected and what you asked for, and it comes so much sooner than you think. So I will see y'all on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.